Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Friends, I'm Gaurav Gupta and I welcome all of you to the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep. Now, before I start this session, I'll just quickly check if all of you can hear me and if I am visible as well as audible to all of you. So, just quickly, let's go for a tech check and tell me, guys, if I am audible as well as visible to all of you. Come on, give me a thumbs up, write something in the chat box if I am audible to all of you. All right, yes, I can see that I am already there live. All right, so people who can hear me, who can see me, quickly tell me if I am clearly visible as well as audible to all of you. All right, Ashish, Gaurav, thank you very much for confirming. All right, so friends, I am there in front of you. Welcome all of you once again to the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep. I am Gourav Gupta, and we are running a series of sessions in which I am taking on these topics of quantitative aptitude one by one, and we are covering some of the questions related to these topics. Now, friends, in my last lecture, in my last session on YouTube, I have taken percentages and its applications in profit and loss and simple interest compound interest. So those who were present in that session, they would know that, like they would know everything we have covered in that session. Anuja, Shubhada, Suyash, hello. All right. Now, friends, in this session, in today's session, I have brought the chapter of ratios, proportions, and its applications in averages, mixtures, and allegations. All right. Now, if you don't know, if you have not attended my previous session on percentages, I must tell you that the questions that we'll be covering today will not be the previous year paper questions, but the level of difficulty of all the questions that we'll be covering today will be similar to the questions that comes in the QA section of MAH CET examination. Now, all these questions are made by me, so I have made these questions myself. So these are fresh questions. These questions are not copied from anywhere else. All right, so all of these are original questions, and these questions will match the level of difficulty of the questions that comes in MAH CET examination. All right, so these questions can, like, you can treat these questions as your, as a new study material. All right, in case you already know this chapter, in case you are good with ratios, averages, mixtures, and allegations, then you can take this session as a test. All right, so to start this session, I request all of you to quickly grab a piece of paper and a pen, because I'll be putting forward questions in front of you, and I would be expecting all of you to solve these questions and post your answer in the chat box. All right, so please be with me in this session. Please establish a proper communication between us. I'll be giving you questions, and as usual, as my last session, the response was wonderful. I am seeking for the similar response from all of you. All right, I understand that it's a lazy Sunday afternoon, but probably all of you will be active after attending my session. All right, so friends, we'll be starting in a few seconds. Vishwajit, hello, good afternoon. Om, good afternoon. All right, so all the students who are present in this session, just quickly give me a thumbs up, quickly write something so that we can start this session. All right, come on. Show me your presence. Show me all of you are there. Make some noise on YouTube. Tell me that you all are here, and then I'll start with the very first question. Come on. All right, Rishabh, I can see your message. Lovely. Other students as well. Vishwajit, Mr. D, hello, Rishabh. All right. Okay. Karthik, thank you. Fine. So friends, let's start this session. Just to tell you that all these questions are original. I have made these questions the last 2-3 days, and these questions matches the exact level of difficulty that you'll be getting in MAH CET examination. It's just the speed that you know, that you require. Okay. So you need to know all the concepts of averages, mixtures, allegations, and ratios, and all these things will be there in front of us today. All right, friends. So first question on your screen in a few moments. Now, I want each and every one of you to solve this question and post your answer in the chat box. Once again, I tell you that please don't worry if your answer is right or wrong. All right. We all are here to learn something. Okay. So please don't worry about that. Solve questions and post your answer in the chat box with a good confidence. Then only you'll be able to learn something. All right. So all the best to all of you. The first question on your screen now. To start with a very easy question, a very straightforward question on ratios. So for every question, I'll be waiting for 45 seconds to 1 minute. I'll give you some time to get an answer, to post this answer in the chat box, and then I'll start with the solution. All right, so the question says that the salaries of Ramesh and Suresh are in the ratio 7:8 and their expenditures are in the ratio 4:5. If each of them saves 3,600 rupees, then find the salary of Ramesh. I've already got the answers from Mr. Sahil, Om, Suyash. Lovely, lovely. Keep responding, keep writing your answers, all of you. All right. Now there are like 2 or 3 maybe different ways to solve this question. I'll give you the shortest possible way of doing this one. All right. Now the salaries of these two people are given in the ratio 7:8. Initially, I'll not use the ratio of expenditures. So what I'll do is I'll assume the values of salaries. So salaries are in the ratio 7:8. So I'll assume that the salary of Ramesh and Suresh are 7x and 8x. Now I'll use the formula, simple formula, that salary minus saving. Salary minus saving is equal to expenditure. Okay, so salary Ramesh and Suresh ki hai 7x and 8x. Now since each of them is saving 3,600, so if I'll subtract savings of each of them from their salaries, so I will be left with the expenditures. Now the ratio of expenditure in the question is given as 4:5. You can cross multiply and get the value of x and then find whatever is asked. Generally, like there may be some students who will use 2 variables for this question. They will assume the salaries as 7x and 8x, and they will also assume expenditures as 4y and 5y. Okay, so that is also another way of doing that question, but in that case there will be 2 variables involved and it will be a little lengthier to solve the question using that particular way. Now this is the shortest possible way. Now you can do cross multiplication and get the value of x. So 7 into 5, 35, minus 8 into 4, 32. So 35 minus 32, that is 3x, is equal to, it will be 4 into 3,600, 5 into 3,600. So subtract hoga, so sirf 3,600 bachega, and the value of x will come out to be 1,200. Now friends, just to save time, understand the way I have done this calculation. I'll tell you. So मैंने क्या किया, मैंने cross multiply किया definitely, but I have not written that step. Okay, I have eliminated that step and I have saved some time. So 5 into 7 35 होगा, 8 into 4 32. Now 32 left hand side में जाएगा, it will be subtracted from 35. So on the left hand side it will be 35 minus 32x, that is 3x. Important, right hand side. So 5 into 3,600. So it will go towards the right hand side, it will become positive. Now 5 into 3,600 minus 4 into 3,600. So मैंने लिखा नहीं है, but directly अगर इसको solve करेंगे, 5 minus 4 is 1. So remaining answer will be on the right hand side, it will be 1 into 3,600 and that is 3,600 and x का value आ जाएगा, it will be 1,200. Okay, now we have to find out the salary of Ramesh. So salary of Ramesh, we assumed it as 7x. So 7 into 1,200 and answer will be 8,400. All right. So this is the faster way of doing this question. Answer will be option A. And yes, most of you have given a correct answer. Now the students who have got the answer, but they are hesitating, they are afraid of writing their answer, please don't do that. अगर आंसर डिफरेंट भी आता है तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. ओके, Gaurav, you are not correct if you are saying that also Ramesh salary should be a multiple of 7. ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है. There are two numbers which are in the ratio 7:8. तो numbers 7.7 and 8.8 भी हो सकते हैं. The numbers can be 7.7 and 8.8. If you'll take these two numbers, their ratio is also 7:8. All right, so it is not necessary that the salary has to be an integer or a natural number. Okay, it can be a decimal number as well. Though generally salary अगर questions में use होती है तो वो natural number ही होती है, but ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है. So ये जो x का value है ये कुछ भी fraction आ सकता है. Okay, so it can be a fraction, so it may or may not be a multiple of 7 as well. Okay, फाइन. सो ऐसा कभी मत करना कि 7x है तो ऑप्शन में सिर्फ एक ही ऑप्शन 7 का मल्टीपल है एंड यू विल सेलेक्ट दैट ऑप्शन एंड मार्क एज एन आंसर. प्लीज डोंट कमिट दैट मिस्टेक. ऑलराइट, ओके. Now with this, let's move on to the next question, question number 2. Question number 2 on your screen now. Again, this is a very simple, straightforward question. Giving you 45 seconds for this. All right, Gorakh, you have recently joined. All right, so this is the second question. You can go to the first question later on. This is not the session of data interpretation. This is the session of ratios, proportions, and its applications in averages, mixtures, and allegations. All right, so Shaikh, wonderful to see you. So Shaikh has given the answer. Ashish, great. Mr. Sahil, Rishabh, Yash. All right. Now I've got different answers. So I would request all of you to take extra 10 seconds and check your answers. All right. So let's solve this one slowly so that other students can also solve it. The run scored by Karan and Kiran is 3:4. अब क्या होता है, just to create confusion, they will give you the names which are starting from same alphabets, just to create confusion. Okay. So Karan and Kiran, the ratio is given. Kiran and Karthik, the ratio is given. Now, since Kiran is the common point here, I should make these two numbers same. So orally मैं क्या करूंगा? In the first ratio, I have 4. So I'll multiply the second ratio by 2. So if I'll multiply the second ratio by 2, it will become 4:14. All right. So the ratio of Karan, Kiran, and Karthik, the ratio will become 3:4:14. Now, if the total number of runs by all these three batsmen is 168, so total is given as 168. So I'll add these two. So guys, अब यहाँ पे क्या है, time save करने के लिए, if you want to save time, no need to write these values as 3x, 4x, and 14x, then add all of them. No, try to save some time. Adding these 3 plus 4 plus 14 will become 21. So a total of 21 represents 168. So 1 will represent 168 divided by 21, that is 8. Now we want to find out the runs scored by Kiran. That is, we want to know how many runs will be represented by this part. So 4 will be represented by 4 into 8, that is 32. So the final answer here will be equal to 32. Abhishek, I think you have calculated the value for Karthik. Okay. So देखते हैं आपने क्या किया है. Yes. So Abhishek, you have given the value for Karthik. And Aditya, you have, I don't know what you have done. So probably you need to check your mistake. All right. So other students, I believe all of you have given a correct answer. Nice. So the correct answer here is 32. Now these type of questions, if you'll practice if like you have done a good amount of practice before the examination, I am sure that you will be able to do this type of questions orally. Okay, ये Karan, Kiran, Karthik लिखने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी, and with a minimal amount of rough work you will be able to do all these questions, or especially this one, right? Okay, now let's move on to question number 3. Now try to do calculations in short. Okay, try not to write each and everything. रफ वर्क को भी थोड़ा सा कॉन्सेंट्रेट करने की कोशिश करो, रिड्यूस करने की कोशिश करो. This is one way in which you can reduce speed. Sorry, you can increase your speed. I'm really sorry. You can reduce the amount of rough work and increase your speed. Lovely, Shaikh. Good, Shaikh. So if you have done them orally, nice. Come on, people. There are around 50 students live in the lecture, and I'm getting answer from only 10 or 12 students. I want others to please wake up and start responding with their answers. Guys, solve karo, tabhi maza aayega. Otherwise, you'll be wasting your time if you're not solving these questions. All right, the average age of 20 students. So these 20 students, they have an average of 15. Okay, I'll mark some important points. And the average of 10 students is 12. We'll have to find out the combined average. That means the combined average of these 30 students. Okay, so average is basically sum divided by number of terms. So I'll first of all calculate the sum. So sum for these 20 students will be 20 into 15, and then sum for these 10 students will be 10 into 12. All right, divided by 20 plus 10, which is the number of students. Okay, now if you want to save time, you could have avoided writing this expression. Directly 20 into 15 की value यार easy सी होती है, 300 plus 120, which is 420, now divided by 30, and the answer will be equal to 14. Okay, so answer yes, it is absolutely correct. All of you have given a perfect answer. Lovely. So answer is option D, that is 14. And let's move on to question number 4. Now question number 4 is a wonderful application of allegations. If you understand the method of allegations, then this question will be very easy for you. I'll do this question using both the methods, method of weighted average as well as the method of allegations. स्वागत, it's wonderful कि अगर सारे questions orally हो रहे हैं, then that means you are well prepared for this chapter. Shubham, yes, the earlier question was very easy. Yes, Preet, the same difficulty level is asked in MAH CET examination. Now, not every question will be of that lower difficulty level, but there are plenty of easy questions you can find in an examination. Don't worry, Swagat, I'm just warming you up. So there will be some good questions which are lying ahead in this session. So you will get some difficult ones as well. All right. Now, like I mentioned, I'll be using two methods for this one. In case you are comfortable with weighted average, that is fine, but you still have some time. You must understand the method of allegations because it's a wonderful method that will save plenty of time. The ratio in which two types of rice. So let's say first rice, which is costing 56 rupees per kg. I've taken X kgs of this one and Y kgs of the other one. So using the method of weighted average, 56X plus 68Y upon X plus Y will be the average cost, that is 60. Now do cross multiplication and get the value of the ratio of X and Y. Okay, so it will become 4x is equal to 8y. So x upon y, very carefully, it will be 2 upon 1. So the correct answer should be option D. Okay. Now if I do it using allegations, so the first quantity, let's say x kgs, its price was 56. it is mixed with y kgs of another variety whose price was 68. Now both of them are mixed together and the resultant is rupees 60. Okay, so I will write the difference of 68 and 60, that this difference at this place. So 68 minus 60, I'll mention it, 68 minus 60, the difference. And at this place, the difference of 56 and 60. So it will be 60 minus 56. So here the difference is 8 and the difference is 4. Now this ratio, the ratio of these two values will give you the ratio in which these two varieties were mixed. Okay, so answer will be equal to 2:1. So this will be the final answer. All right. Okay, so option D, that is 2:1. Next question, question number 5. Now people who are asking to increase the level of difficulty a bit, so this is one question for them. This question is a little lengthy. Do it carefully and get me an answer. Slightly higher level of difficulty as compared to the previous 4 questions. Slightly higher. Harsha, this level of questions actually comes in examinations. Preet, if you are preparing for banking examination, then this is the perfect level of difficulty for you. Harsha, I'm talking about MHCT only. Okay, so this is the lecture for MHCT. So for MHCT, this is the right level of difficulty. All right. Okay, so let's see this one. If you can answer this, Harsha. Somiranjan, as per, if I compare it with the level of difficulty of CAT, as basics, if basics are concerned, this class, this lecture is fine, but you cannot expect such a lower level of difficulty in CAT examination. So CAT is going to be a higher difficulty level. Okay, so yes, the number of responses have decreased. Okay, so only 4 students have given the answer: Shaikh, Rishabh, Gaurav, Shravani, and Ashish now. Okay, now guys, you got to be making sure that some basic calculations should be done orally. Okay, some basic calculations should be done orally. So question says that the amount of milk and water in a tank are in the ratio 5:6. So milk and water. So initially the ratio is 5:6. So I'll assume them as 5x and 6x. All right. Now 33 liters of mixture is removed from the tank. So first of all, look at this step. 33 liters of mixture is removed. Now 33 liter of mixture is removed. This mixture contains milk and water in the ratio 5:6. Okay, so the total mixture, the 33 liters which has been removed, in that mixture, milk and water will be present in the ratio 5:6. So whatever amount of mixture we are removing, in that mixture, milk and water will come out in the ratio of 5:6. Okay, now you need to divide 33 orally in the ratio 5:6. So milk will be 15 liters and water will be 18 liters. So if I divide 33 in the ratio 5:6, it will be 15 and 18. So out of this 33 liters, 15 liters of milk will be removed and 18 liters of water will be removed. All right. Now next step is, now 16 liters of water is added. So now I'm adding 16 liters of water and the final ratio has become 3:4. So everything should be done in this single expression only. So this is the level of practice that you will have to reach. All right. So simplify karte hain. 20x cross multiply kiya, 20x minus 18x, that is 2x, is equal to 60 minus 6, that is 54. So x ka value aa jayega 27. So this is the value of x. Now what we have to find out? We have to find out the volume of the original mixture. Now original mixture total kitna tha? 5x plus 6x. Look at the left hand side. Sorry. So it was 5x plus 6x, that is 11x. So 11x का वैल्यू कितना हो जाएगा? 11 into 27. अब ये भी orally करना है. 27 into 11, it will be equal to 297, and yes, that is the correct answer. Okay, so for this one, very less number of students have given a response. So Preet, have you given the answer? No, Preet. So you were thinking that earlier questions were easy, so I was expecting a response from your side. Okay, now with this, let's move on to our question number 6. Okay, now first of all, Karthik is asking how you got 15 and 16. Karthik, look at this value, 33 liters. So we removed 33 liters of mixture. In the mixture, milk and water were present in the ratio 5:6. So what I've done is I have just divided 33 liters in the ratio 5:6. All right. So 5 plus 6 hota hai 11. 33 divided by 11 is 3. Okay, 3 aa gaya. So 5 into 3 is 15 and 6 into 3 is 18. So this is how I calculated it orally. Okay. So quickly moving on to question number 6. Find the number of boys in the class if the average weight of boys, girls, and the entire class is given, and the number of girls in the class are 30. All right, Rishabh, good. Sahil, check your answer. Ashish, Sahil, check your answer once again. Gourav, good. Samriddhi, Shravani. All right. Now let's solve this one. This is again a very basic application of weighted average or allegations. Again, you can use any of these methods to do this question. So I'm using allegations. So number of boys and girls. Okay, so let's assume that there are X boys. Number of girls is given as 30. All right. Now the average of boys is 50. The average of girls is 46. And the average of the entire class is 49. If I'll apply allegations here, 46 and 49, the difference is 3. 50 and 49, the difference is 1. So the ratio of the number of boys and girls should be equal to 3:1. Now number of boys is X, number of girls is 30. So X upon 30, the ratio of boys and girls, it should be equal to 3/1. So the value of X will come out to be 90. So number of boys in the class will be equal to 90. And this is what we had to calculate. We had to find out the number of boys. So yes, answer is option E. All right. Sahil, I hope you have understood. I hope you have got your mistake, whatever you were doing in this question. Okay, so with this, let's move on to our next question. But before I move on to the next question, I want each and every one of you, if you are liking this session, please go and hit the like button. Come on, do it right now. So if you're liking this session and if you want me to take a lot of sessions like this in future as well, please increase my confidence. Please give me some motivation. Show me that you all are liking this session that I'm taking. Comment anything, like if you have any query to ask, please do comment after the session in the comment section. Share this session with all your friends. Subscribe and press the bell icon on YouTube so that you will not miss any of the future notifications of the sessions that will be bringing you for the future. All right. Okay. So let's continue with this session with question number 7. Now this is the question of application of ratios in partnerships. Now read this question very, very carefully. There is a small twist in this, so please don't commit any mistake. Now it's very easy to commit a mistake, to mark a wrong answer in this one. No answer up till now. Okay, so let's understand this question. So there are two people, Aman and Ashok, started business with an investment of 75,000 and 1,20,000 respectively. If they divide the profit in the ratio 3:2, now generally what happens is, if the money is invested for equal time duration, right? If the money is invested for equal time duration, then the profit is divided in the ratio of their investments. All right. Now, in case the money is not invested for equal time durations, then the profit will be divided in the ratio of the product of investment and the time period. Okay, तो हम क्या करेंगे? This is the investment of Aman. Will multiply it with the time for which Aman invested. This is the investment of Ashok. We'll multiply it with the time for which Ashok is invested, and we'll take the ratio, and that will be the ratio in which the entire profit will be divided, and that ratio is given as 3:2. All right. This is what the question is saying. Right. Now the question is saying that if they divided the profit in the ratio 3:2 at the end of the year, and Aman started at the beginning of the year. So Aman, they have already given that Aman started the business, and after few months, Ashok was also Ashok also joined the business. ठीक है? So Aman ने पहले join कर लिया, कुछ months बाद Ashok ने invest किया, and the ratio was 3:2. So we have to find out after how many months of Aman's investment did Ashok invest in the business, right? So मैं क्या करता हूँ? Obviously Aman started the business, invested for the entire year, at the end of the year given है, ठीक है? So Aman started with 75,000. I'm not writing the 3 zeros, and the time period for Aman was entire year. So I'm assuming it, or I'm taking it as 12 months. So Aman invested for the entire year, that was 12 months, because he started at the beginning of the year. Ashok, on the other hand, with 120,000, let's assume that he invested his money for X months. Okay, fine. So he invested his money for X months, and this ratio should be equal to 3:2. Now let's do the simplification. Cancel किया, यहाँ पे 5 आ जाएगा, and then यहाँ पे 15, and the value of x will be equal to 5. Now this is the value of x, that is 5, but this is not the answer. Okay, this is not after how many months Aman joined the business. This is the number of months for which Aman was in the business. So out of the entire year, Aman was there in the business for 5 months. So that means he joined the business after 7 months. All right. So answer will be option D, and let's see how many of you have given. So yes, lots of people. No, not lots of people, but some of you have given a correct answer. All right. Okay. So I hope you have understood. I hope you have understood, probably if you have committed mistakes, so what mistake you were doing, and I hope you have understood this question completely. Now let's move on to our next question. Question number 8. So this is a very common question that is asked in a lot of examinations, including this one. All right, Gorak, nice. But Gorak, the answer that you have given is not among the options. You have mentioned 69 as the answer. It's not there. Shaik, yes, you have given option E as the answer. All right. Okay. Now the average temperature for the first 4 days is given as 36. So let's say day 1, 2, 3 and 4. ये 4 दिन का average given है 36. So I can say that the sum of these 4 days will be 36 into 4. The sum of the temperatures, since the average is given, so the sum of the temperatures of these 4 days will be 36 into 4. And then on the last 4 days of the week, it is given as 39 degrees. So last 4 days, that means day 4, day 5, day 6 and day 7. इन 4 days का average दिया हुआ है 39. So the sum will be 39 into 4. Okay. Also, they have given the temperature, average temperature for the entire week. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. For all these 7 days, the average is 37. So the sum will be 37 into 7. Now we have to find out the average of the 4th day. Okay, the average of the 4th day. Now what we can do is if we'll add these two. So अगर मैं add करता हूं ये दोनों equations को, so it will contain the days 1, 2, 3, then 5, 6, 7, but day 4 will be considered twice. Okay, if I'm adding these. All right. So day 4 will be considered twice, and if I'll subtract this equation from the sum of the first two, I'll be left with only day 4. So day 4 का temperature क्या होगा? Sum of the first two, 36 into 4 plus 39 into 4 minus 37 into 7. This will be your final answer. You can do the calculations. So adding these two, 36 and 39 को add कर दो time save करने के लिए. 36 plus 39 is 75. 75 into 4 is 300. Minus 37 into 7, that is 259, and the final answer will be equal to 41. And the correct answer will be option E, that is 41 degrees. Okay. Now friends, it is not important to solve these questions. Understand this thing, whatever I'm now telling you. It is not important to be able to solve these questions correctly. It is also very important to solve these questions in minimum possible time. Okay. So if you people are thinking that these questions are easy, fine, it's absolutely fine. These are the type of questions that you will see in your actual examination, but make sure that you are taking minimum possible amount of time to get the answer. Okay, so you're not stuck in calculations, you're not using any lengthy concept, you're not making lengthy equations, you are not using lots of rough work, you're not writing all the equations. Okay, so try to minimize the amount of rough work that you are using. Okay, question number 9 on your screen now. Now this question is a difficult one. It might be possible that you will take a lot of time to solve this question, but again, I'll give you an easier way out in which you will be able to solve this question in just one expression. Just by writing one expression, you will be able to get the answer. No answer up till now. All right, so let's see how many of you or who all have given the previous answers. Gorak, Shaik, Aruna, Rishabh, Gaurav, Dharmi, Samruddhi, Nikita, and Ashish. So these are the people who have been responding to the previous ones. Mr. Sahil, Abhishek. So Gorak, if you know things, then only things will be easy. So if you know the formula, yes, it will be easy. But we need to ask the question that do we know the formula? Do we know an easier way of doing this question? So if you think that the question is easy, please quickly give me an answer. Come on. All right, two answers up till this point, Om and Shaik. All right, Rishabh, good. Samriddhi. Okay, now all of you please stop. Nikita has also given the answer. So I've got 5 answers. Students have given the answer as option A and option C as well as option E. Okay, no problem, Gaurav. So I'll spend a few minutes in helping you with the concept of this question. Okay, so let's open a blank sheet. So first of all, understand this question. So there is some solution of milk and water that is given. The ratio of milk and water is also given. So we can find out that what is the quantity of milk and water in this solution. Now out of this solution, first of all, 40 liters of mixture is replaced with water. So we have taken 40 liters of mixture out and we replaced it with water, right? Now, after that, this mixture is properly mixed and then again 48 liters of mixture is taken out and it is replaced with pure water. The same thing is done one more time, but this time we are taking out 60 liters of mixture out and we are replacing it with water. So now every time I'm taking out some mixture, so obviously if I'm taking out some mixture, so that means some portion of milk will also come out, but I'm replacing by pure water. So every time I'm doing this thing, so ultimately the quantity of milk will reduce and the quantity of water will increase. Now this is what we have to find out. What will be the final amount of milk remaining in the tank? Okay. Now this is a very basic concept if you have studied this, the concept of removal and replacement. Okay. Now it says that final is equal to initial bracket total solution माइनस कितना हमने रिमूव किया है डिवाइडेड बाय टोटल सॉल्यूशन. Okay, and if the same step is repeated again and again, like in this previous question, first of all I was removing 40, then 48, then 60. So if the same quantity is removed and replaced again and again, then you can raise it to the power the number of times the step is repeated. Okay, now listen carefully. I'll explain you each and every portion, each and every element of this formula. Okay, so this is the formula basically. Now in case not equal quantities are removed and replaced, like in the first case 40 liters is removed and replaced, then 48 liters, then 60 liters, in that case what you can do is you can just keep multiplying the same thing again and again. So instead of raising it to the power n, you can multiply those different steps. All right, I'll show you what to be done. Now let us understand what is actually there in this bracket. तो calculations को थोड़ा fast बनाने के लिए, if we want to reduce the amount of rough work that we are using, so understand that in the first step what is happening. 240 liters is the total solution. मैंने उसमें से कितना remove किया? 40 remove किया, divided by 240. Now this will give me 240 minus 40 upon 240, that is 200 upon 240, which is 5 upon 6. अब एक चीज understand करना ध्यान से. Now this 5 by 6 or whatever is there in the bracket, it is basically the leftover fraction. I'll write it, leftover fraction. That means going back, मैंने 40 liters remove किया है 240 liters में से. 40 out of 240. That means I have removed 1 by 6 of the solution. I have removed 1 by 6 of the solution. So if I have removed 1 by 6 of the solution, then the leftover quantity will be 5 by 6, right? So you can do this step without writing 240 minus 40 divided by 240. No. 40 is what fraction of 240? 40 is 1 by 6 of 240. All right. So अगर मैंने 1 by 6 remove कर लिया तो बचेगा कितना? 1 minus 1 by 6, that is 5 by 6. फॉर्मूला भी यही बोल रहा है. अगर मैं इस फ्रैक्शन को ओपन कर देता हूं, न्यूमरेटर सेपरेट कर लेता हूं, तो 240 अपॉन 240 कितना होता है? 1 minus 40 upon 240 is 1 by 6. So 1 minus 1 by 6 is again 5 by 6. All right. So this is what we are doing here. One more last important point here. Now what is this final and initial? So final is final quantity of milk and initial is initial quantity of milk. Understand that or remember that if the replacement is done by water, अगर water से replacement किया है तो ये formula हम milk पे लगाएंगे. Okay, so if the replacement is done by water, then we'll be applying this formula on milk. Like in this question, it is replaced with water. So replacement is done by water, so we'll apply the formula on milk. Now let's apply this formula here. Okay, at the bottom of your screen, focus. So first of all, total quantity of solution was 250, in which milk and water were present in the ratio 5:7. So originally milk was 5 upon 12 multiplied by 240, that was 100 liters. So I have divided 240 in the ratio 5:7. So the initial quantity of milk will be or was 100 liters. All right. So the final quantity of milk will be initial quantity of milk bracket. So first of all, first leftover fraction. So first step, I have removed 40 liters. Okay, that means I have removed 1/6 of the total solution. So if I have removed 1/6, I'll be left with 5 by 6. First step over. I took out 40 liters, I replaced it with 40 liters of water, equal quantity, replacement हुआ है. So that means the net quantity will remain same. Now let's move on to the second step. Now follow the green color pen. 48 liters. Now again out of 240 liters, I have removed 48 liters. 48 liters is 1 by 5, 1/5 of 240. So अगर मैंने 1/5 remove कर लिया है, that means the leftover will be 4 by 5. All right. So this is the second step. Now moving on to the third step, in which 60 liters were removed out of 240 liters. That means 1 by 4 was removed. 1/4 निकाल लिया तो बचेगा कितना? 3/4. So leftover will be 3/4. And just simplify this expression and you will get your answer. 5 and 5 cancel, 4 and 4 cancel, 3 and 6, 2 cancel, 100 divided by 2, 50 liters will be the quantity of milk, and that will be the answer. All right. Now, if you are asked the quantity of water, so quantity of water will be total solution कितना है 240 minus 50 कर दो, that will be 190 liters of water will be there. All right. So answer here will be 50 liters. That is option B. I hope I am clear to each and every one of you. So Ashish has already given the correct answer. Samruddhi, give me a thumbs up if I am clear. Other students as well. I hope I am clear to each and every one of you. Now with this, let's go on to the next question. Suraj, how I calculate quantity of initial milk? Suraj, divide 240 in the ratio 5:7. That's it. NS, 4 by 5 and 3 by 4. Yes, I'll do that again. So 4 by 5. So second step, 48 liters. Now 48 liters as a fraction of 240. अब ये calculations fast होनी चाहिए. 48 liters as a fraction of 240 is 1 by 5. Okay, so 1 minus 1 by 5 is 4 by 5. Similarly, 60 liters. 60 divided by 240 कितना होता है? 1/4. 1 minus 1 by 4 is 3 by 4. Okay, so this is how I got 4 by 5 and 3 by 4. All right, great. Now let's move on to question number 10. Now question is easy, but it will be again very easy for some of you to spend a lot of time on this question. Now there will be some people who will be solving this question in 45 seconds, 1 minute, but you can solve this question in less than 30 seconds. Shaikh, Rishabh, Ashish, Shubham, nice. So 4 answers, not same, but it's absolutely fine. I'm happy that people are solving these questions. People are actively taking participation. Good. Samriddhi, nice. Now, all of you would know the lengthier way of solving this question. Huh? All of you would know. Okay. So I'll first of all tell you the lengthier way, and then we'll look at the shortcut method. The average marks scored by 5 students, 5 friends is 84. So their sum will be 5 into 84. So this is the original average. Now the average decreased by 4. That means the average became 80 when the score of Shekhar is added. So इसमें अगर Shekhar का score, let's say X is also added, number of people now became 6. So the average became 80. All right. So the value of X will be 6 into 8, 48. So 480 minus 420, and that is equal to 60. So question में पूछा क्या है? Find the marks scored by Shekhar. We had to find the value of X. So the correct answer is option A. Now how can there be like another method which can save more time? अब हमने ये वाला question around 30-45 seconds में कर दिया होगा. But yes, there is another way of doing this. Now originally the average was 84. Okay. Now if the score of Shekhar was also 84, then the average will not change. But the average decreased by 4. So average decreased by 4. Why? Because शेखर के marks कम थे. Okay, so अगर शेखर के 84 marks होते तो average same रहता. Now average decreased by 4 because now there are 6 people and सब में से अगर मैं 6 people में से 4 4 4 4 remove कर देता हूं, that means 6 into 4 remove कर देता हूं, that will give you the marks of Shekhar. So 84 minus 24, that will be equal to 60. Okay, so just look at this method again. There are plenty of questions that will be given in your study material. Try to apply this one. I have one more question like this in today's session. So let's see how many of you will be able to use that method and give me an answer. Now, Gorak, I would be happy if you will solve these questions and give an answer. Okay? I like the deviation method or any other method. The name of the method is not important. It's the application. Are you able to apply that method or not? That is important. Okay? So please next time solve the question and give me an answer. All right. Now next question, question number 11. A very basic question, straightforward question of variations. Harsha, you can use any study material. I cannot refer you any study material on this platform. Okay, but there are lots of books available in the market, and every study material is same. So if you are specifically preparing for MAH CET examination, you can use any book which is available in the market, which is like specifically for MAH CET exam. Right? Any answer? Okay, so Ashish, Rishabh, as usual. Ivan, okay, I think you have just joined in. So Ivan has also given the answer. Okay, so let's do this one. Easy sa question hai. It says that the cost is directly proportional to the square of the thickness. So cost C is proportional to thickness square. Okay, or I can write that cost is equal to KT square. Okay. Now, when the thickness is 4, the cost is 64. So let's get the value of K. So 64 is the cost. Thickness is 4. So 4 square. So the value of K will come out to be 4 from here after calculation. Right? Now we have to find out the cost when the thickness is 3. So again, I'll use this equation. So cost will be equal to K into T square. K ka value 4 aa chuka hai. Thickness is given as 3. So 3 square. So 4 into 9, that is 36 will be the cost. So answer will be option D, the easiest question that you will find. Okay. So that was question number 11. All right. I hope you all are enjoying, at least you are learning something in this session. Okay. All right. So if you are enjoying, if you are learning something in this session, I want all of you to quickly press the like button. Please do like this session. In case you are learning something, you want me to conduct lots more sessions like this on YouTube, then please do hit the like button, comment, share, and subscribe our channel. Please do that. All right. Now with this, let's move ahead and look at our next question. Question number 12. Wonderful question. Again, you just need a lot of practice in order to tackle these type of questions. So let's see who will be the first person who will give me an answer for this one. No answer up till now. Okay, so first answer from Rishabh. Nice, Rishabh. Good. Shaik. All right. Now the question is very, very easy if you'll do it using the application of allegations. Okay. Now, what the question is saying, there are two different tanks in which the mixtures of paint and oil is kept. All right. So the first mixture in tank A, paint and oil are in the ratio 1:3, and in tank B, they are in the ratio 2:3. Okay. Now we have to find out the ratios in which these mixtures be taken from A and B and are mixed so that the resulting mixture has 22% of paint. So resultant में paint का percentage दिया हुआ है 22%. So what I'll do is I'll consider tank A separately, I'll consider tank B separately and calculate the percentage of paint in these two tanks. Okay, so let's do that. So tank A, the ratio of paint and oil is 1:3. So if the ratio of paint and oil is 1:3, then the percentage of paint will be 25%. वन पोर्शन पेंट है, थ्री पोर्शंस ऑयल है, सो पेंट इज वन आउट ऑफ अ टोटल ऑफ फोर, सो 1/4 is 25%. Similarly, in tank B, they the percentage of paint is 2/5, that is 40%. Now these are the percentage of paints. अब resulting mixture में paint कितना है? It is 22%. So let's apply the ratio. Let's apply the allegations. Now 40 and 22 difference कितना है? 18, and here the difference is 3. So the ratio in which the mixtures are taken from A and B is 6:1. So this will be the correct answer, and it is option C. आशीष, I think पहले सही लिखा था तुमने आंसर, क्या कर रहे हो? Okay, so yes, it is 6:1. All right. So this is a little easier method. You could have used fractions, but fractions थोड़ा सा difficult लगते. Ratios को आसान था percentages में convert करना. These ratios were simple. That is why it was easy to convert them in percentages, and I have converted them directly into percentages. All right. Okay. Now let's move ahead and look at the next question, question number 13. Now again, this is the question of partnerships, but another concept of partnerships in which one of the partners is active partner and he receives some salary for that. I'll give you some extra time for this one, a little lengthier question. No answers up to this point. Okay, so Ashish, Aditya, NS, three answers and three different answers. Wow, B, C and D. Lovely. And one more different answer. Samriddhi says A. So I've got all, no, not all. A, B, C, D aa chuka hai. Make sure that the answer is not option E. All right, chaliye. So all of you focus here now. Now let us first of all understand the concept. Now question says that Chetan as a working partner, he receives some salary. Okay. So how will the total profit of 20 lakhs be divided? So total profit of 20 lakhs will be divided in a manner that first of all, out of 20 lakhs, Chetan will receive a salary of 20% of the total profit, and then the leftover profit will be divided among Chetan and Ketan in the ratio that we are going to determine now. Okay, so first of all, let us determine this ratio. So Chetan invested 3 lakhs, Ketan invested 6 lakhs. But Chetan started the business. So Chetan was there in the business for entire year. That means for 12 months. But the other person, he came after 3 months. So that means Ketan, the second person, was there in the business for only 9 months. Alright, now we'll do the simplification. This will be the ratio in which the total profit will be divided, or in which the leftover profit will be divided after giving a salary. Alright, so अब ये ratio कितना हो जाएगा? It will be, यहाँ पे 2 आ गया. This is 6. So 2:3 will be the ratio. So 2:3 is the ratio in which the leftover profit will be divided. Okay, so let's start dividing the profit among Chetan and Ketan. So Chetan, he received a salary of 20% out of 20 lakhs. So 20 lakhs ka 20% kitna hota hai? 4 lakhs. So 4 lakhs is already received by Chetan as a part of salary. Now the leftover profit of 16 lakhs will be divided in the ratio 2:3. So Chetan ka part kitna ho jayega? Chetan's part will be 6.4 lakhs and Ketan's part will be 9.6 lakhs. So let's write the total. So 10.4 lakhs will be the portion of Chetan and 9.6 lakhs will be the total profit of Ketan. Now the question is asking, find the total amount received by Chetan. So Chetan has received 10.4 lakhs. That means 10 lakhs 40,000. And yes, the correct answer is option C. Sorry, option B. Now, people who have given option C as the answer, guys, you have calculated the value of Ketan. नहीं, ये नहीं करना. हमें Chetan का profit चाहिए. So it is 10.4 lakhs. That is option B. Okay. I am clear, I hope. And I also hope that all of you, those who have given a different answer, have understood their mistake. All right. So with this, let's move on to our next question, question number 14. Now, I want all of you to do this question orally. Those who have been watching this session carefully, do this one orally. I think Rishabh, you have done this orally. Okay. So such a quick answer you have given. Nice. Keep it up. All right. Nice people. Good. So the average money contribution by 20 friends is rupees 54. So total contribution is 20 into 54. Now Samarth, let's say he gave X rupees. Divided by now the number of people is 21 and the average has increased by 1. So the new average is 55. Now you can, like, this is one method of solving this one. So you can get the value of X and get the answer. Now another way is, original average was 54. So if Samarth's contribution was also 54, then the average will not change. But the average has increased by 1. All right, because Samarth's contribution was more than 54. How much more than 54? So plus 1. सब में डिवाइड होगा, so 20 friends and 1 is Samarth. So plus 1 came from these 21 people. So Samarth contribution was 54 plus 21, that is 75. So the correct answer will be option C, that is 75. All right. So wonderful people, those who have given a perfect answer. Nice, impressive. Keep it up. And let's move on to our last question for the day. Now, if you'll understand, if you'll catch the pattern of this question, then it will be very easy for you to get the final answer. Just look at the pattern, the way this question is asked at a lot of places. Yes, Aditya, absolutely correct. So the logic for the previous one, 54 plus 21, you are absolutely correct. Good, keep it up. Any answer? Okay, so there are two types of charges which are involved in the total bill. So total bill has fixed charges plus the variable charges. Now variable charges depends on the number of calls. So let's say N is the number of calls and X is the charges per call. Okay, so this is the total bill, right? Fixed charges, it will remain fixed, and these variable charges will change depending upon the number of call. Now, when there are 75 calls in a month, he receives a bill of 800. So first equation, fixed bill plus N is the number of calls. So 75 calls multiplied by X and the bill is 800. When the number of calls is 100, the bill is 900. So F plus 100X is equal to 900. Now one way is you can find the values of F and X. F or X की value calculate कर सकते हो and then calculate the total bill when there are 125 calls. Okay. Now if I write whatever I have to find out F plus 125X. I have to find out the value of this. Okay. Now look at the pattern here. Now the bill will not increase because of the fixed charges. The bill is increasing just because of number of calls. So when number of calls has increased by 25, the bill has increased by 100. When the number of calls has increased by 25, the bill has increased by 100. So the same thing will happen once again. The bill when there were 100 calls, now the bill is 125 calls. So the number of calls has increased by 25. The bill will again increase by 100 and the bill will become 1000. That's all. This is what you need to do in this question. No need to find out the value of F or X until and unless it is asked to calculate. Okay. So yes, the correct answer will be option B, that is 1000. And people, in case you have committed any mistake, so you can rectify it and not repeat the same mistake again in future. All right. So friends, that was all from my side for this session. My upcoming session is a session on time, speed, distance, in which again I'll be following the same pattern that we have followed in these last two sessions of mine. So we have already covered percentages and its applications in my previous session. Today we have covered ratios and its applications in partnerships, averages, mixtures, and allegations. I hope you like the sessions that I'm taking. I'll be taking the sessions in future if you will keep liking these sessions. So if you haven't done up till this point, please go and press the like button. Comment, share, and subscribe our channel. People who want to join any CAT 2022 program, so we have a comprehensive program here at BYJU'S Exam Prep in case you are preparing for your CAT. Okay, so the complete details are mentioned on your screen. we will be like, I am one of the educators who basically teach and take these batches. NS, you're asking when is your lecture? Rishabh, I think it is scheduled for Wednesday or Thursday. So there will be, like, it will be definitely in the notification. So it will be on Wednesday or Thursday this week only. All right. The complete details for this CAT program, comprehensive program, are given on the screen, and on the below number you can call in case you have any further queries. So friends, that's all from my side. You can follow us on Insta. You can subscribe and press the bell icon on YouTube so that you will get all the notifications. Like our page on Facebook, join our Telegram channel, and download our app, which is BYJU'S Exam Prep app. Thank you very much to all of you. Hope I was able to help you in, in some way, so that you are able to learn something out of this session. The most important thing after this session is, do revise all the concepts in case you think that you have learned something in this session. Keep practicing. All the best. Thank you very much.